The dusty wind howled across the Texas ranch as I, Jack Harlan, 48 years old and worn like old leather, stood on the porch staring at the young woman in front of me. She was 24, with eyes like morning dew on wildflowers and a smile that could melt winter frost. I had just told her, my voice rough as gravel, "You're too young for an old rancher like me." The silence stretched until she stepped closer, her fingers brushing my calloused hand, and whispered softly, to me, "You're perfect." My heart slammed against my ribs. Little did I know this moment would unravel my entire guarded life. I had spent 20 years alone on this sprawling ranch after my wife left me for a younger man in the city. The betrayal carved deep scars. I raised horses, fixed fences, and kept my heart locked tighter than the old barn door. Then Emily arrived 3 months ago as a volunteer helping with the animal rescue program. She was studying veterinary science, full of dreams and laughter that echoed through the empty fields. Every evening she'd sit on the porch swing, sharing stories of her small-town struggles, while I listened, secretly wishing I could be the man she deserved. But age was a canyon I refused to cross. Days turned into weeks. Emily woke up before dawn to help me feed the horses. Her hands, soft yet determined, worked beside my weathered ones. She laughed when I grumbled about my aching back and teased me about my terrible cooking. One stormy night, when lightning scared the herd, we rode together through pouring rain. Her presence felt like sunshine breaking through clouds. Yet every time my heart leaned closer, I pulled back. "You have your whole life ahead," I'd say. She'd just smile and reply, "And I want you in it, Jack." Her words haunted my sleepless nights. The town gossiped. Old Mrs. Whitaker at the general store warned me, "That girl's too young, Jack. She'll break your heart or you'll break hers." I knew they were right. I was an old rancher with bad knees, a failing ranch, and a past full of pain. Emily deserved someone energetic, someone who could dance with her under city lights, not someone who smelled of hay and regret. I started avoiding her, burying myself in work. But she refused to disappear. She left wildflowers on my porch and notes saying, "You're my safe place." My walls cracked a little more each day. One golden sunset, we sat by the river watching the horses graze. Emily shared how her father had abandoned her family when she was young, leaving her mother to struggle. "I learned real strength looks like quiet hands that never give up," she said, looking straight at me. My throat tightened. I wanted to tell her everything, how my ex-wife's betrayal left me believing I was unworthy of love. Instead, I only managed, "You're too bright for my shadows." She took my hand and held it until the stars appeared. That night I felt something I hadn't in decades, hope. Summer heat brought new challenges. A virus hit the herd hard. Emily worked tirelessly with me, days and nights, saving as many horses as we could. Her dedication amazed me. When we finally pulled the last foal through, she collapsed exhausted in my arms. I carried her to the house, her head against my chest. For the first time, I didn't pull away. Holding her felt right, terrifyingly right. Yet the next morning I saddled my horse and rode far away, trying to convince myself I was protecting her from a future of regret. Emily found me at the old oak tree where I always went to think. Tears glistened in her eyes. "Why do you keep pushing me away, Jack? Is it really just age, or are you scared?" Her directness stunned me. I confessed parts of my broken past, the divorce, the empty years, the fear that I couldn't give her the life she deserved. She listened without judgment, then whispered, "Love isn't about perfect timing or perfect people. It's about choosing each other despite the storms." Her words wrapped around my heart like a warm blanket on a cold night. We began spending more quiet evenings together. She taught me to dance under the moonlight while crickets sang. I taught her how to rope a calf and read the stars. Laughter filled the ranch like it hadn't in years. Neighbors noticed the change in me, my steps lighter, my smile easier. But deep down, a secret fear gnawed at me. Something from my past I hadn't told anyone. A medical diagnosis I received 2 years ago that I kept buried. I didn't want to burden her young life with it. Fall arrived with vibrant colors. Emily planned a small harvest festival at the ranch. She invited friends, families, and even some skeptical townsfolk. Watching her organize everything with such joy made my decision harder. I loved her deeply. But love sometimes meant letting go. The night before the festival, I wrote her a letter explaining why we couldn't be together, my hand shaking as I sealed it. I planned to give it to her after the event, thinking it would set her free. The festival was magical, lanterns glowing, music playing, children laughing. Emily looked radiant in her simple white dress. We danced once, slowly, her head on my shoulder. In that moment everything felt perfect. Then, as the night ended, she found the letter in my jacket pocket while I was helping pack up. Her face paled as she read it. Before I could explain, she ran toward the barn. My heart shattered. This was the moment I feared most. I chased after her into the barn. Emily stood trembling, holding the letter. "You have a heart condition? You've known for 2 years and never told me?" Her voice cracked with pain and anger. The secret was out, the doctor's warning that stress and hard ranch life could be dangerous. I had hidden it to avoid pity and to protect her from a future of hospitals and loss. Tears streamed down her face. "You thought you could decide for both of us? That my love was too weak to handle truth?" The twist hit me harder than any physical pain. She wasn't running from me, she was heartbroken that I didn't trust her enough. We talked through the night. Emily refused to leave. She told me about her own mother's illness and how love had carried them through. "I don't want easy and young, Jack. I want real. I want you, every stubborn, strong, imperfect part." Her courage humbled me. For the first time, I let someone see all my fears. We cried together, then held each other as dawn broke. The ranch felt different that morning, lighter, as if the weight of years had finally lifted. The next weeks brought changes. I visited the specialist Emily insisted on. With new medication and her support, my condition stabilized. She moved more fully into ranch life, combining her studies with helping me modernize the place, new fences, better equipment, even a small veterinary corner. Her energy breathed new life into everything. The horses thrived. Neighbors who once gossiped now praised our partnership. Slowly, I began believing I could be worthy of her love. Winter brought its own beauty. We sat by the fireplace many nights, planning dreams together. Emily wanted to expand the rescue program. I wanted to build her the home she deserved. One snowy evening, I got down on one knee in the same barn where everything almost fell apart. With a simple ring I had saved for months, I asked her to marry me. She said yes through happy tears, whispering again, to me, "You're perfect." The words that once terrified me now felt like home. Our wedding was simple and perfect, held at the ranch under blooming spring trees. Family and friends who had doubted us stood smiling. Emily looked breathtaking in her dress, walking toward me with confidence and love shining in her eyes. As we exchanged vows, I promised to cherish every moment. She promised to stand beside me through every challenge. The kiss we shared felt like the beginning of a new chapter written in hope. Life after marriage bloomed. The ranch flourished with Emily's ideas. We rescued more animals, hosted community events, and built a life full of laughter and purpose. My health improved with her care and reduced stress. She completed her studies and opened a small clinic on the property. Watching her grow while she supported my dreams taught me that love multiplies strength. The age difference that once haunted me became just a number that made our story unique. Years passed gently. We welcomed our first child, a beautiful girl with her mother's eyes and my stubborn chin. Holding her, I realized how wrong I had been to push Emily away. Every fear had been a lie. Love wasn't about protecting someone from hardship, it was walking through it together. Our daughter grew up surrounded by horses, wildflowers, and parents who chose each other every single day. The ranch echoed with joy I never thought possible. Even in tough times, droughts, health scares, sleepless nights, Emily remained my anchor. She'd whisper the same words from that first day, reminding me of my worth. I learned to receive love as much as I gave it. Our story inspired many in town, proving that perfect moments come when two imperfect hearts refuse to let fear win. We danced on the porch even when our bodies aged, laughing at how young love felt at any age. On our 10th anniversary, we sat on that same porch swing watching the sunset. Emily rested her head on my shoulder, our grown daughter playing with the horses nearby. I thanked her for seeing perfection where I saw flaws. She smiled and said, "I always knew the man behind the fear was worth every risk." The wind carried the scent of wildflowers, just like the day she arrived. Life had come full circle, richer than any dream. Today, as an old rancher with silver hair and a heart full of gratitude, I look back and smile. That young woman who whispered to me, "You're perfect," didn't just save a failing ranch, she saved me. Our love story became legend in these parts, reminding everyone that age is just a number when hearts align. We still dance under the stars, still rescue lost souls, and still choose each other. If you're reading this and holding back love because of fear, remember, sometimes the bravest thing is letting someone love you exactly as you are. Our forever is proof that real love always finds its perfect home.